This is a cautionary tale. It started a couple of weeks ago when a friend of mine contacted me and said, what do I think of this car? It's a Mercedes, what is it? CDI B200. It's a tiny little car. It's a 60 plate, which makes it a 2010. Not got a lot of miles on it. It's all quite reasonable, really. And it was in auction. It was on IAA or Synetic. It's not an insurance company entered car. It was a police disposal, whatever that means. In fact, if you know what that means, do tell me. You may have seen, if you've ever looked at any cars in auction, online auction, you will probably have seen the term runs and drives. This is where the cautionary tale begins. Runs and drives, what's it mean? It means that they put the key in the ignition at the auction, turned it, the engine started, they stuck it in first and they moved it 2 feet. That's all it means. And that's where the problem with this car is. He asked me to collect it for him, which I did. I drove it onto the ramp, onto the trailer. I drove it off the trailer when it arrived here. He was there. We had a quick look round it, brought the engine up to temperature. Everything seemed fine. He drove it off. He got about 5 minutes up the road before he returned and said, it's got a problem with the gearbox, I think. It keeps on coming up with a message saying problems with syncing and things like that. Now this has got a CVT gearbox, constant velocity gearbox. And frankly, I know little about these, so I did a little bit of research for him. And it seems that it's not an uncommon fault. When the engine gets up to temperature, the TCU fails. And it's actually a couple of sensors inside the gearbox, one that measures the input speed and one that measures the output speed of the input shaft and the output shaft of the gearbox. So it knows what the gearbox is actually doing. So I've taken it out for him. And here it is. And this is the part that's causing the problem. This here is the TCU, and this is the valve block. And well, unfortunately, there's only one thing we can do with it, which is take that TCU off the valve block, post it off for a refurb, bring it back, put it back on, reassemble it, gearbox oil, and hopefully that'll fix it. I'm fairly certain it will. The caution here is all about making sure you got provision in the price you pay for the car to cover things like this. Because this car looked like a bargain. I think he paid 1,200 quid for it in auction. £1,200 for a car like this is not a lot of money. I think the forecourt value would probably be £2,500 to £3,000 on this car if it's all tidy. It's got a couple of little bits. It's got a problem with the bumper here. It's been very badly repaired. And there's a tiny bit of trim missing off the near side. But otherwise the car's very tidy. And it would easily fetch that £2,500 to £3,000. And that's what he would have had to pay if he bought it from a garage. It wasn't necessarily, well, in fact, it definitely wasn't the auction house's fault. But the cautionary tale is, when you buy a car like this, you read runs and drives, don't read that as everything's okay. He'll be all right. He'll still get this car back on the road. It will still cost less than he would have done if he bought it on the forecourt. And this car will go on to drive another 100,000 miles. So, runs and drives? Maybe. And that's your little cautionary tale for today regarding online auctions. Just be careful how you interpret what it says. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you again soon. Love ya. Bye.